Hello everyone, it's Kesni again. Thank you for watching my previous video on the perceptions of schooling in children living with HIV. As promised, after completing your CPD questionnaire, here is the question and answer session. Question 1. According to the World Health Organization, disability can be described as A. An impairment in body structure and function. B. Limitation in the ability to carry out an activity. C. Participation restriction. D. None of the above. Or E. All of the above. The correct answer is E. All of the above. Question 2. School readiness is the preparedness of a child to succeed at school and is determined by A. Their level of cognitive development. B. Their level of physical development. C. Their level of emotional development. D. Their level of social development. Or E. All of the above. The correct answer is E. All of the above. Question 3. What have schools been recognized as? A. Daycare centers for children who have parents in the work environment. B. An academic environment for the intellectually gifted. C. Primary environments for the development of children's health and well-being. D. Environments for harnessing a child's sporting ability. Or E. All of the above. The correct answer is C. Primary environments for the development of children's health and well-being. Question 4. The following are considered as disabilities in children living with HIV. A. Physical impairments. B. Learning-related problems. C. Speech-related difficulties. D. Both B and C. Or E. All of the above. The correct answer is E. All of the above. Question 5. Which of the following is regarding influences of living with HIV on school readiness, engagement, and progression? A. Physical and cognitive impairments. B. Social functioning challenges. C. Early childhood stimulation. D. Both A and C. Or E. All of the above. The correct answer is E. All of the above. Question 6. In order to enhance bonding and bridging among stakeholders, the idea is to A. Highlight support practices. B. Build strong relationships with people that share a common purpose. C. Refuse to participate in collaborative efforts with educators. D. Only collaborate with other physiotherapists. E. All of the above. The correct answer is B. To build strong relationships with people that share a common purpose. Question 7. Which of the following is regarded as obstacles to support? A. Poor knowledge of HIV. B. Non-disclosure. C. The abundance of resources. D. Both A and B. Or E. All of the above. The correct answer is D. Both A. Poor knowledge of HIV and B. Non-disclosure are regarded as obstacles to support. Question 8. Which of the following can be considered as directives to foster success at school? A. Advocating for screening and the development of appropriate assessment tools. B. Disregarding early childhood education programs. C. Building networks of solidarity between all stakeholders. D. Both A and C. Or E. All of the above. The correct answer is D. Both A advocating for screening and the development of appropriate assessment tools, and C, building networks of solidarity between all stakeholders, help to foster success at school. Question 9. Which of the following avenues can be followed to facilitate school readiness? A. Raise awareness on impairments in children. B. Advocate for your profession. C. Build relationships with educators. D. Set up information workshops with stakeholders. Or E. All of the above. The correct answer is E. All of the above. Question 10. Describe a possible intervention program that you can initiate in a school nearby you. So this question was left up to your discretion, but I have established a set of guidelines that you can follow should you be interested in implementing your intervention program in schools nearby you. Firstly, you would need to contact the principal of the school that you are interested in doing the intervention in. It's always important to contact the highest authority of the school so that the proper channels of communication can be established. Remember, you are working with children who are considered as minors, so permission needs to be granted from the relevant authorities. Next, you would want to schedule an appointment with the principal or the person he or she sets to be in charge of dealing with you throughout the intervention. Always request a formal meeting in order to build a good relationship from the start. Remember that over the phone, information could be misconstrued and you want to avoid this at all costs. I would suggest sending an email before the meeting so that you are providing adequate information on what to expect and also setting the tone of the meeting. Next, when you attend the meeting, discuss your intentions and what you aim to achieve. Be clear about your purpose and what you intend to achieve by providing such a service. Set goals if possible and allow time for trial and error initially, as this is new territory that you will be working in. Schedule meetings with educators. Once permission has been granted, then begin to arrange time periods to meet with educators, being cautious not to disrupt teaching and learning times. Remember that there will be educators of different grades, so rather group them accordingly. Each grade will have specific interventions that need to take place, so rather group grade R's in a separate group, 1 to 3 in a separate group, and so forth. Advocate for your profession by providing information on the assistance you can provide. Providing information on the assistance you can provide must be within your scope of practice. Remember that not everyone may know what we do, so it is your responsibility to educate them going forward. Establish areas of concern or possible topics that need to be addressed. Remember that in a school environment, educators are frontline workers, so listen to their concerns. They will lead you to the areas that you need to address. What may be a minimal concern for us may be a great worry for them. So in the same way that we would listen to our patient during an assessment, listen to the educator in your meeting because they will tell you what's wrong and what needs to be addressed. Next, schedule regular workshops in which time can be set aside to address the above areas. Arrange for specific times to address the said areas of concern. This should be in accordance with your schedule as well as the educators. So it depends on your schedule. This can be done once a week, every 2 weeks, or once a month. But remember to remain consistent so that your intervention can be effective and efficient. Establish lines of communication. During the time of your workshops, make sure that there is a continuous contact avenue between yourself and the educators. If you would prefer to limit the times of contact or the frequency in which you are contacted, I would suggest that you provide contact guidelines or provide educators with an email address rather than a contact number or a cell number, because in this way you can dedicate times to check your email and respond accordingly. In the same light, encourage them to forward you any concerns so that at your next workshop you would be prepared and you can address these accordingly. Open avenues for other therapists to speak at the workshops. Why not get other therapists involved in order to create a multidisciplinary team approach? This will result in holistic care as well as a well-rounded approach. Remember, not all concerns may be physiotherapy related. Some may or relate to occupational therapy or speech therapy and so forth. So look around and get into contact with possible therapists that may be interested in participating in this intervention. Occupational therapists, speech therapists, audiologists, dietitians, psychologists, even a medical doctor. Just make sure that all avenues are covered. Invite parents or caregivers to workshops to be educated by the entire multidisciplinary team. Once networks of solidarity has been established between healthcare workers, begin to widen your horizons by involving and providing training to parents and caregivers so that continuity of care can be assured. Remember that when children are not with their educators, they are with parents or caregivers. So make sure that they have an holistic approach and that there is continuity of care. Maintain networks of solidarity and lines of communication. It's easy to lose momentum, so always ensure that you maintain a good pace. The bigger the team, the greater the support structure. So make sure that you have a good bench to lean on. And lastly, repeat the process in other schools. Once all of this is done, you will have the experience and know what works and what doesn't. So encourage other professionals to repeat this process in other schools, and in this way each one can reach one. Thank you for participating in this tutorial. Again, if you have any further questions, please contact me on Kesni at hgphysio.co.za. Take care, stay safe, and be blessed always. Thank you.